జయగము శ్రీలంక అగన్ పటాంగము.
Shami Shahid, a young man from Beruwala who made headlines by walking 1,500 kilometers around Sri Lanka in just 45 days, was honored by President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the president's official residence in Colombo. Shami's achievement serves as an inspiring example of how individual efforts can contribute to national pride and economic growth, particularly in the tourism industry. The Samagi Jana Balawegayas, SJB, presidential candidate, opposition leader Sajith Premadasa, has handed over his presidential election manifesto to the chief prelates of the Asgiria and Malwathu chapters. Accordingly, Premadasa's presidential election manifesto will be released to the business community and the public on the 4th of September, 2024. Past governments and the National People's Power, NPP, wants to ensure future investment isn't wasteful, said Harini Amarasuriya, a lawmaker and a member of the NPP. Amarasuriya said the NPP wants to maintain ties with China since the country had been one of the few to back Sri Lanka when it faced global scrutiny for human rights violations as the civil war drew to a close. The Election Commission has reported a total of 1,229 complaints related to the ongoing presidential elections so far. Among these, a significant 1,172 complaints pertain to violations of election laws. Sri Lanka police says that more than 95% of the investigation activities into the recent killing of 2 persons, including businessman Surendra Wasantha Pereira, also known as Club Wasantha, have been completed thus far. Additionally, Dig Thaldua also highlighted that all the main suspects, including the 2 gunmen related to the case, have already been identified and taken into custody. State Minister of Defence, Pramitha Bandara Tenakun, has announced that a significant change will be implemented in the system of providing ration allowances to armed forces personnel, effective from January. The minister also emphasized that this adjustment aims to enhance the financial status of the personnel and improve transparency and accountability in financial matters. Ambassador Andres Gonzalez thanked Sri Lanka for its support every year in the United Nations vote against the blockade of the United States against Cuba, an official source disclosed. In a meeting in Colombo with Dayani Mendis, Director General of the United Nations and Human Rights of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Sri Lanka, Gonzalez also highlighted that Sri Lanka is part of the group of 123 nations that signed a declaration before the Human Rights Council of the UN, demanding the exclusion of Caribbean Cuba from the list of state sponsors of terrorism created by Washington. Sri Lanka's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ali Sabri, assured that Sri Lanka will not accept any resolutions brought forward by the United Nations Human Rights Council, UNHRC, regarding alleged human rights violations during the civil conflict that ended in 2009. Former High Commissioner Melinda Moragoda presented a copy of the Pathfinder Foundation's study group report on India-Sri Lanka physical connectivity to Ajit Kumar Doval, National Security Advisor of India. Doval is in Colombo on an official visit. Sri Lanka captain Dhananjaya de Silva won the toss and decided to bowl in the second test of the 3-match series against England on Thursday under glorious sunshine at Lord's. England made one enforced change from the side, which won the first test, by 5 wickets at Old Trafford last week, with seamer Ollie Stone replacing the injured Mark Wood.
Today our concern is, are we going to pay our tax? Okay, stop. We will pay the tax. Api badu gevumu.
జయగము శ్రీలంక మగన్ పటంగము
We lead the web news.